Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I am coming on to do a reading for the collective. All zodiac signs are welcome. I appreciate everybody that is returning, those of you that have subscribed to my channel. If you find that this reading resonates with you, I appreciate it if you hit the like button and share the video if you feel that it will help someone else out in their circumstances. So I hope you all are staying grounded, balanced, keeping positive energy around you, and definitely maintaining positive emotions, thoughts. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to pull some cards to see what's happening on the surface of your situation, and then we'll go a little bit deeper to see what's happening on a more spiritual level, and then I'll pull some cards for advice towards the end, and we'll just see what the message is for the collective tonight. So the first cards we have coming out is the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So both of these cards indicate to me that someone might be feeling abandoned in a situation. Someone is in a state of confusion, maybe having to juggle a decision in regards to walking away from a connection or a situation. I do feel that there's some sort of decision here that needs to be made, but I feel like it might have thrown you off balance emotionally, where you feel like there's a need to regain your composure at this time, because there's a lot of pain surrounding whatever this feeling of abandonment is. If someone walked out of your life, or you might have had to walk out of someone else's life, we're going to pull some cards to clarify those. Okay, so we have the Sun card coming out right behind that. So that's definitely a good card to indicate happiness, moving towards a space of emotional balance, gaining full clarity, being able to see something much more clearly. Um, and so I do feel that this is like a major transition from feeling abandoned to feeling very happy and free. So maybe you had to make a decision to walk away from someone, and someone is feeling abandoned and left out in the cold, but I feel like this decision has actually propelled you towards your own mental stability and happiness and success. Um, let's see here. Gaining the clarity in regards to making a decision in terms of walking away from someone or something. You have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. So the Eight of Pentacles indicates focus, being focused on your craft, being focused on yourself, being focused on building something. And so I do feel that right now you're definitely in a space of focusing in on creating happiness for yourself, working on something that makes you very happy. Maybe you had to walk away from an old career path. For some of you, you had to walk away from an old career path that was not serving you financially or emotionally, and maybe you found yourself having to juggle that decision. But I feel that a decision has been made, and now you're focused on something that brings you a lot of happiness and joy. Ah, that's too many cards. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords here. I do feel that there was a painful ending, or the ending of a very painful cycle that you had to go through. And, someone is feeling left out in the cold. But this ending was very necessary because there was a lot of backstabbing. There was a lot of very dark days surrounding this situation. And so while it was a very painful ending, it's actually opening up doors to move towards this happiness and success and emotional fulfillment. That's too many cards. Let's see. So with the Death card coming out, this is all about endings. Something major had to come to an end in your life. And I feel like whatever decision it is that you had to juggle, whether it was, potentially you are coming out of a space of poverty, you're coming out of a space of financial burdens. And that is coming to an end. With the death card coming out, there is an ending there, and there's a new beginning moving towards your happiness and focusing in and putting your energy and efforts into something that you are very passionate about, something that you're very good at, something that you are actually perfecting. And so the end of the painful cycle of financial burdens is here. Okay, so we have here the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Wands. So with the Two of Wands, this is all about making a decision. This is about having a decision to make between two things, two people, two whatever it is. You had to make some sort of decision, and I feel like you have been very clear about what you want. You're able to see things more clearly, and so you're moving towards your happiness. You're turning away from whatever it is that no longer served you. You're putting an ending to that. And you have made up your mind in terms of the direction that you want to go in. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. So this was destined. Whatever it is that you have decided to do, the direction that you have decided to take, it was all destined for you to move into this direction. And I feel that old karmic cycles have come to an end. You're receiving some blessings that are coming into your life at this time. And because you've been bold and courageous enough to move forward in this decision, you have some beautiful things that's happening for you. You have the Seven of Wands coming out. So this can indicate standing your ground, having to protect yourself, having to protect this new season that you're moving into. And so I feel that, you might have had people that were in opposition to the decision that you have decided to make, but you have stood your ground. You've decided to protect yourself. You know who you are. You know what your purpose is. And I feel like you're moving towards it boldly, courageously, and unapologetically. So let's see. Okay, so we have here the Four of Cups. And so this is showing me that maybe you were in a space at one point where you were very discontent and bored with your circumstances. You might not have been as open to taking advantage of this new opportunity to move into a new direction. You might have been very focused on the past, very focused on the burdens of whatever financial issues were surrounding you at the time, and maybe you did not see clearly the opportunity that was being handed to you. As you can see, there is a hand down here. Let me see. There's a hand down here with this bowl, and it's lots of color here. It's like magic, okay? It's something that, some sort of blessing that was being handed to you, but you was not able to see it clearly. I feel like you knew it was there. You knew the opportunity was there, but you were still so focused on the past and those things that just did not bring you happiness and fulfillment. But now your focus has shifted. Now you're focused on creating, and you've taken it, you feel like you're taking advantage of whatever this gift is that has been handed to you, and you're building on it. You're perfecting your craft. Okay, and so let's see. I feel like that was definitely hindering you in making your decision as far as moving forward, because you were so focused on the past. But you gained some sort of clarity in regards to this gift, and now you're moving in on it. Okay, this is 3 cards, but I'll take them. So we have here the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, a blessing that comes into your life that is an overflow of happiness, an overflow of emotional fulfillment. I feel like, in order for you to come into this space of the Ace of Cups, it's like you found that love for yourself. You've learned how to go within to find that inner peace so that you can start, really building on your self-confidence, and the way that you view yourself. And so because you have embodied this self-love, I feel that you are now able to move towards your happiness, and you're creating things external to you that actually reflect the type of love that you have for yourself internally. And so when I look at these 2 cards here, I feel that this gift that was handed to you and that was being offered to you, the one that you was potentially ignoring or not really seeing the potential in. You now see the full potential in that, and you have now gained a love for this gift. So whatever that gift is for you, it can be a gift of speaking, motivational speaking. It can be a gift of healing. It can be a gift of singing. Whatever the gift is, you now have embodied this love for it. You now have a passion for it. You now see the value in this gift, and you are focused in on creating. You are focused in on perfecting that gift. You have the Fool coming out, so this is taking the leap of faith forward. Now you're moving forward confidently with the yellow here. This is indicating the solar plexus chakra. We have the amethyst here, so this is also indicating using your intuition. So I feel like you're now taking the leap of faith forward confidently, unapologetically, courageously, listening to your intuition and starting fresh. You're ready to start fresh. You're dropping all baggage and you're taking the leap of faith forward. So there's a new beginning that's happening here, a newfound love that you have for this passion that you are working on. And then you have here the Seven of Cups. So I feel like the Seven of Cups, this did come out in reverse. So that's indicating that you're no longer confused about the direction that you want to go into. I feel like you had a lot of options, but you realized that not all of those options were actually realistic or viable. Not all of those options was going to bring you happiness. Some of them actually brought, pain. You was able to reveal snakes in your life and different things that just did not serve you. And so now with this coming out in reverse, you're no longer confused about what you want. You've come out of that state of confusion. You're following your intuition. You're listening to that inner voice that says it's time to take the leap of faith forward towards this passion and this gift that has been handed to you from the Most High. With the 10 of Wands coming out and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, this is showing me that you're dropping the baggage, because you was heavily burdened with something that you felt was not solid. It was not something that you wanted to continue to build on. The 3 of Pentacles is all about building a structure, building something that, the world will be able to see, but you was not happy with this structure. You was not happy with this situation. And so I feel like the 10 of Wands is indicating that you're ready to drop the burdens of that. You see that it was just, it was not serving you. And so you're moving forward courageously. The Fool always drops the burdens and starts from zero, starts fresh. And I always say with the number 0, anytime you have the number 0, anytime you add any number in front of the number 0, it increases in its value. And so I do feel that you're in that space now where you are moving forward, dropping all of the baggage and the burdens, and you're finding that space of freedom and happiness in this newfound wisdom and success. So we have the Chariot coming out. This is taking the reins of your life and moving forward courageously. I feel like you're definitely ready to take action. You're very bold in your movement, your forward movement, and this is taking this action and being very successful in your forward movement. So no more stagnation, no more procrastination. I feel like you have made up your mind and you know where you're headed. That's too many cards there. You know where you're headed. If you were in the dark about things, I feel like you've gained that clarity. This is the Knight of Swords coming out. So this is about definitely taking action and moving forward. And doing it swiftly, okay? Moving quickly into this new direction. And so I feel like you're just ready to leave the old things behind you. Now with the Hierophant coming out at the bottom of the deck, this can indicate that, you have some sort of spiritual awakening. Maybe you are a spiritual teacher. Maybe there's some sort of spiritual knowledge that you have gained as the student. The Hierophant is the student as well as the teacher. And so there's some sort of elevation that you have had, some sort of clarity that you have gained about who you are, about your spirituality. And so this is propelling you forward. So for many of you, you might be spiritual teachers, some sort of spiritual healer. But I do see that this knowledge is something that you are moving forward on. Calm it down. Okay, that's too many cards here. I got a couple of decks that I'm going to pull from. Okay, here. So we have the Hermit coming out. So I do feel that you have gone through a spiritual awakening. There's some clarity that you have gained about some things that you were in the dark about before. You shine some light on those things that you needed to heal from. And I feel like you have elevated. You know, you're no longer staying on the surface of life. I feel like you have elevated past the 3D and you have moved up towards a higher level of understanding, a higher perspective of life. Um, and it's allowed you to find that balance. Okay, with the Three of Wands coming out, this is definitely taking action, waiting for your ships to come in. You are expecting something to come towards you that's going to bring a lot of success and fulfillment. I feel like you are moving out of that energy of being stressed out, maybe sleepless nights, overthinking, being burdened and weighed down with a lot of dark energy. You're turning away from that, and you know your self value. You're moving towards your success here. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups coming out, so you're walking away from things that do not serve you emotionally, spiritually, physically. However it is, you're walking away from it and you're moving towards the sunlight. You're moving towards your happiness. The Sun card has already come out, so it's showing me that you understand your own value. You understand the value of going towards things that's going to bring emotional fulfillment and happiness and success. You have, okay, so this is coming out again. Yeah, so this is the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords here. So I feel like you're walking away from whatever energy that kept you weighed down and burdened, and you're moving towards creating a solid structure for yourself in terms of your home, your the people that you are celebrating with, the type of friendships that you have, the type of relationships and connections that you involve yourself in. You're moving towards creating that happiness for yourself. For some of you, you might be waiting for someone to come back towards you. If you're thinking about a romantic partnership, maybe you was waiting for someone to come back towards you from your past. And I do see that you're moving out of that energy of being stressed out about it. You're creating your own stability and your own balance for yourself, your own wish fulfillment. And so, let's see here. Okay, yeah, justice is coming out. So where there was unjustified situations in your life, justice is being restored. Balance is being restored. The truth has been revealed with the sword right there. That's symbolic to me of the Ace of Swords. The truth has been revealed. You've gained the clarity. You see things from a higher perspective. I feel like you see yourself from a higher perspective. And so you are gaining that justice in your life. So that means that you're going to come out of that space of mental entrapment and feeling unhappy or feeling weighed down. This is the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. What you put out into the universe is what you receive back. And so I feel like you have planted some good seeds towards moving towards your happiness. And so there's equal give and take here. Okay, there's balance that's being restored in your life. And I feel like you're moving towards that space of understanding that there is infinite abundance, that there is no lack. I feel like you are healing from lack mentality. If at one point you was constantly concerned about having enough or whether or not you had what it takes to create financial abundance or stability for yourself, you're starting to see that as long as you plant good seeds, you're able to create that financial abundance for yourself and that there is no shortage of anything that exists around you. So let's see. I'm going to pull 3 more cards from this deck, and I'm going to move on to my next deck to go a little bit deeper and see what's happening on a spiritual level. You have here the Queen of Pentacles. So that's what I was just saying. Finding that you're knowing your self-worth, knowing that you are valuable in and of yourself. Knowing your own self-worth is what has allowed you to create a financial abundance for yourself. So you are definitely moving towards finding that space of comfort. You're more grounded. You're more stable. And yeah, I feel like you're definitely moving towards financial abundance, coming out of that space of poverty and lack. You have the Star card here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you have been praying for this. You have been manifesting this. You have been putting that energy out there. You have had faith. You've held on to faith. You have held on to faith that things would change. And that is exactly what is happening. The Wheel of Fortune came out to indicate that old cycles are closing out. all of those karmic cycles that you had to go through. If you had to go through poverty, lack, stressful situations, whatever it is that you had to deal with, you're coming out of that space of confusion and you're moving towards a space of clarity, balance, happiness, financial abundance, wish fulfillment. Let's pull one more card here. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got okay, we'll take these two. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So no longer feel mentally trapped. Now you know that your financial abundance is coming towards you, and there's lots of pentacles that have built up towards your financial abundance and success. You have a lot of pentacles coming out in this reading, so I strongly feel that this is you moving towards financial abundance and victory. And it's been a long time coming, but I feel like all of those seeds that you have planted along the way, along the journey of your life, you're getting ready to reap a major harvest, and it's going to allow you to be very financially stable. So let's see, I'm going to pull from this deck. Let me see, this deck over here. You have your dreams will bring you the answers that you seek. And so definitely pay attention to your dreams. There's messages there for you to bring you whatever answers if you've been seeking some clarity. Let's see. You have here, you are free and now possess the keys to the universe. And so if you felt like you were stagnant, if you felt like you didn't have what it took, you now possess the keys to the universe. So that means that you have learned many karmic lessons, that there are things that happened in your life that had to, that you had to go through, that you had to grow through, and you are now moving towards your new season victoriously and successfully. And the Most High has granted you the keys to the universe to become the co-creator of your life. And so now you are using those keys to create not only material abundance for yourself externally, but also abundance internally, abundance of peace, abundance of balance, abundance of happiness. You're learning how to use these keys to create the desired outcome that you want and deserve. And so you have been gifted the keys to the universe because you've been found worthy based on the lessons that you have learned. You have here, why are you afraid? And so if you still hold on to any fear, if there's any fear that you might still be holding on to, you want to work on your root chakra. That's going to help you to release fear. But if you have a fear of moving towards this new beginning, moving towards creating this abundance for yourself, you want to eliminate that because you have everything that you need in order to create the desired outcome that you want. And so you definitely want to release all fear. You have here, the Most High created you to build the structure of a royal empire. So you have a very great assignment to build a new foundation, a structure that's going to create a solid foundation, something that's going to be, that's going to have longevity. I feel like you're working with many other people who have been chosen to walk this path to create a new solid foundation for humanity and for the universe. Okay, there's certain, the Most High has chosen certain people who have certain assignments here. And so you don't want to be afraid of this assignment because you possess everything that you need. It's already within you. You just need to tap into that and know that there is no lack, there is no shortage. You are here to help build this structure. And so it's going to be a very royal empire. So with a royal empire, that shows me there's going to be a lot of abundance of many things, not just materially, but on a spiritual and emotional level. You are here to create the foundation. And so do not be afraid of your purpose, but step into it. Step into it knowing that what you put out there, you're going to receive back. So if you have to walk away, I see from the very beginning, you had to make a decision to walk away from something that was not serving you financially and you was not happy in that. So if it's a job or a career that you had to walk away from, You need to do it unapologetically, do it courageously and boldly, knowing that you are protected and you are covered, and that this is your destiny. I personally can attest to the fact that I walked away from a career of being a registered nurse. I was a registered nurse for 5 years, and prior to that, I was in healthcare for about 12 years as a CNA and patient care technician. Um, and my Father Yah, I call the Most High Father Yah, he showed me that I had a greater purpose, I had a higher purpose. And so I had to release fear. I had to really boldly step into my purpose. And um, honestly, for me personally, I was catapulted into my purpose. Like, my life got very, everything got dismantled. Everything that I thought I had was dismantled from underneath me, and I was set into a position where I had to go within. I had to heal, and I had to understand that I was still in a space, in a mindset of lack mentality. Even though I was working as a registered nurse, I still never felt like I had enough. And so it was only because I had not found the peace and the inner balance and the abundance within myself. And so, and I had not stepped into my purpose. I was not in my organic nature. I was not carrying out the divine path that had been carved for me before I even knew what I was supposed to do. So now that I see that, I've stepped into my purpose and I've been covered. Like, my foundation is stable. I have not wanted for anything, and everything is coming together. I'm moving towards financial success and abundance, and I'm helping many people. I'm planting, I've been planting many good seeds, and so I expect a very abundant harvest. I know my purpose in a greater whole. I know that I'm here to participate in something that's greater than me. And so there's a need to step out of fear and to step into purpose. You have here, you need to detox your vessel mentally. And so if you find yourself where your mind is cluttered with a lot of unnecessary thoughts, toxic thoughts, or negative thoughts, you definitely want to make a conscious effort to detox your mind so that you can free your mental space and be able to receive the spiritual messages that are coming in, so that you can walk in divine alignment with your purpose, and so that you can use those messages as your spiritual navigation to show you which direction you should go, when to make the moves, when to recede, when to act. This is going to help you with that. So detox your mental space by consciously putting forth an effort to do that. I like to tell a lot of people some of the things that you can do when you're taking a shower. As the water rinses off of you, you speak the intention that as the water rinses down the drain, as you cleanse yourself, you're also freeing your mind and cleansing your mind of unnecessary thoughts. You can also use other methods, like when you sweep or when you vacuum, as you clean your home, as you declutter your space, you're also decluttering your mind. Do things intentionally and consciously, and it's going to help you tremendously. You also have here, write it down, speak it, feel it, move towards it. So write it down, speak it, feel it, and move towards it. Affirmations. I am affirmations. Speaking it out loud, taking back your authority, understanding who you are, feeling those things, feeling the emotion that comes with that authority. As you speak it with conviction, speak it with power, speak it with authority, and then move towards it. Move towards your purpose. If you are a healer or a spiritual teacher, I am a spiritual teacher. I stand in my purpose. I take back control over my life, and I move in my purpose unapologetically, fearlessly, courageously, boldly. Okay, speak it, write it down, and then move towards it. Take the actions that are necessary, and everything else is going to fall into place for you, because you have your angels around you. The Most High is working with you in your purpose, so you cannot fail when it comes to doing what you was meant to do. You cannot fail when it comes to pursuing what you was meant to do. But if you pursue what you was not meant to do, then you end up in this type of energy: painful cycles, sleepless nights, lack mentality, not having enough. But when you walk in your purpose, all of those things are covered for you. You just have to know it. You have to have faith. And you have to move boldly and courageously towards it. So I feel strongly that you need to work on your root chakra as well as your solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus deals with personal power, courage, personal strength, and confidence. That's really going to help you. You have here, you are looking so attractive to others right now. So other people are seeing you. They not only seeing you as being attractive on the outside, but they're seeing you attractive in terms of who you are internally. And with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, I can see that you are taking care of yourself. You're nurturing yourself. And so people see that. They're very drawn to that because they respect that you respect yourself. They respect that you know your own value. And so people see the value in you now. And so let's see here. One more card from this deck. Okay, 2. You have, they are now experiencing karmic debt for their actions. So if you had people around you that was sending negative energy out there, that was causing you to not move towards your purpose, or hoping that you would not be able to fulfill your destiny, those people are receiving karmic debt for their actions, and those cycles are closing out. You need a physical detox. So you have 2 cards here indicating that you need to cleanse yourself, physical detox as well as a mental detox. And when it comes to a physical detox, you can also set your intentions while you fast. If you're doing something like a water fast or a smoothie fast, to cleanse out your vessel, you can also set your intentions that as you cleanse your body, you're also cleansing your mind, you're also cleansing your spiritual space, you're also cleansing yourself and releasing fear. Make sure that you do everything consciously and with intentions. So let me see, I guess I'll take one more from this deck and then I'm going to move on for advice. Let's see, we have, love is the answer to your question. Time to heal your heart chakra.